Today we'll discuss the provisions of section 32, 33, 34 and 35 of the Act. What section 32 says? It says that if a condition, subsequent condition is not valid, then in such case the person who is entitled to get the property on fulfillment of that condition will not get that property. What section 32 says? In order that a condition that an interest shall cease to exist, when an interest will cease to exist, always an interest will cease to exist by a subsequent condition. If in a transfer there is a condition that if the first transferee doesn't perform a particular condition, then that property will go to another person. For example, A transfers a property to B with condition that if he will not return from England within 3 years, then the property will go to L. So here property is first given to B. A gives that property to B, putting a condition that if within a period of 3 years he will not return from England or abroad where he was working or he was settled, then the property will go to C. So here this is a condition. First property is given, putting a subsequent condition. What is that condition? That B should return from England within 3 years for getting that property. If it doesn't return within a period of 3 years, then the property will go to C. So this is a condition subsequent. Property is given and another condition is put, thereby somebody's interest will cease. Suppose the condition subsequent is not valid as per the provisions of the Transfer of Property Act, then what? The previous interest will not cease. For an example, what if a condition is if a property is given to B with a condition, if B will not obtain divorce from his wife, then the property will go to L. Here this subsequent condition is not a valid condition. That's why the non-fulfillment of the same will not cause cessation of the prior interest, the interest of the first transferee. So section 32 says, in order that the condition that interest shall cease to exist may be valid, it is necessary that the event to which it relates, means that the subsequent condition if performed, if it is not performed, or if it performs, then that property will go to another. So because the subsequent condition is invalid, which could legally constitute the condition of the creation of interest. Because the subsequent condition that B will obtain a divorce, if B will not obtain a divorce, that property will go to C. So that subsequent condition is not a valid condition. So but thereby, if B doesn't obtain divorce, then in such case the property will not go to C, because that condition is an invalid condition. This is section 32. Section 33 says, where on a transfer of property and interest therein is created subject to a condition that the person taking it shall perform a certain act. A property is transferred to a person, putting a condition that the property is transferred, putting a condition that he will perform a certain act. But no time is specified for the performance of the act. The condition is broken when he renders impossible permanently or for an indefinite period the performance of the act. For an example, suppose there is a transfers a property to B, putting a condition that unless he enters into army, the property will go to B. C. A transfers a property to B, putting a condition that unless he joins army within 2 years, then the property will go to C. Here B what became an ascetic, or B, now this B will get the property, but the condition is that he will get the property if he will join army within 3 years. But B, instead of joining army, he became a monk. So thereby he made the performance of, but no time is fixed. But here the time is there, but he became a monk. So in such case, that he didn't make the condition impossible, fulfillment of the condition is impossible. So in such case, she will get the property. This is section 33 says that when there is a property is given, putting a condition, putting that he will get the property on performing a particular condition, but no time is fixed. But that person makes the performance of that condition impossible for permanently, then in such case that condition is broken and that property will go to the other person if there is such a condition. The other illustration you may take that a bequest is made to A, or a property is transferred to A, putting a condition that if he shall cease to have any effect, it does not marry B's daughter. A property is transferred to A with a condition that if he will marry B's daughter, then he will get the property. But here A married C. So by such marriage, he made the performance of that condition impossible. So that's why he will not get the interest. Similarly, 34 is a provision that is also related to the performance of a condition. What's a transfer conditional on performance act, time being specified, where an act is to be performed by a person, either as a condition to be fulfilled, either as a condition precedent or as a condition subsequent, where an act is to be performed by a person, either as a condition to be fulfilled before an interest created on a transfer of property is enjoyed by him, or as a condition on the non-fulfillment of which the interest is to pass from him to another. When a property is transferred, putting a condition that somebody will get a property on fulfilling that condition, or putting a condition that a particular event happens, that the property will go to another, if such performance and a time is specified for the purpose. A time is specified for the performance of the act. If such performance with the specified time is prevented by the fraud of the person who would be directly benefited by such non-fulfillment, then such further time as shall against him be allowed for performing the act. Suppose A transfers a property to B with a condition that if he will not marry within 6 months, then the property will go to C. C somehow or other that played fraud on B, or just because of this act of C, B was prevented to marry within that particular time. So within that particular time when he was prevented to marry, so that property will not go to C. Further time during which he was prevented by the act of C, who will be directly benefited by such transfer, then further time during which he was prevented, further time will be given to that person to perform that condition to get the property. But if no time is specified for the performance of that, then if its performance is by a fraud of a person interested in the non-fulfillment of the condition rendered impossible or indefinitely postponed, the conditions are as against be deemed to have been fulfilled. So suppose there is a condition that a property is transferred, A transfer property to B, putting a condition that if he will not marry, that then the property will go to C. But here C, no time is fixed. C persuaded B, and thereby B became a monk. Now the possibility, because of his, he made the impossible, render the perform that condition impossible. So in such case, it should be treated as if that condition had been fulfilled. The previous example may not be correct example, but somehow or other, due to the act of the person who will be benefited. If the person was prevented either to perform it permanently, then in such case it will be treated as if that condition had been complied or had been fulfilled. So this is 32, 33 and 34. But it says when time will be available for fulfillment of a condition, either precedent or a condition subsequent, that in this is in nutshell. We discuss the provisions in section 32. Yes, okay. If you are aware of the provisions of section 30 and 31, yes, 30 and 31 has been, as we have already discussed in the previous section. Now, let us discuss the provisions of section 35. Section 35 it deals a doctrine of election. Sometimes it may not be proper for you to at least understand why an election provision is there in the Transfer of Property Act. But such a provision is there. Section 35 says, where a person professes to transfer a property which he has no right to transfer. In this is a peculiar section in the Transfer of Property Act that thereby a person can attempt to make a transfer the property of another, of which he is not the owner. So this provision is that where a person professes to transfer property which has no right to transfer. A person professes means what? Proposes to transfer property of another, another, or property of which he is not the owner. He is not the owner of a particular property. And as part of the same transaction, confers any benefit on the owner of the property. That means a person is not the owner of a particular property. He proposes to transfer that property to another, conferring a benefit to the owner of the property, that such owner must elect either to confirm such transfer or to dissent from it. This is the principle of election. An obligation is put on the part of the owner of the property to elect whether he will accept the benefit which has been conferred in that transfer or not. So this is called election. Or to dissent from it. This is election. What type of election he will make? Who will make? The owner of the property will make an election either to part with the property by accepting the benefit or to dissent from it, or that I do not accept it. This is the election. It is a obligation of the person owner in such case to elect either to accept or to dissent. What is the situation? A person is not the owner of a property. Suppose X is the father, Y is the son. Y is the owner of the property. X professes to transfer the property of his son to his nephew or to another person, giving a benefit in that transfer as a part of the same transaction. Part of the same transaction is very important. In that transaction itself, such a benefit must be conferred. To whom? To the owner of the property. Then in such case, the owner of property must elect either to confirm such transfer or to dissent from it. So this is election. Here election doesn't mean electing any person as a representative or etc. But what? Election means here by a person, by professing to transfer the property of another and by giving some benefit in that transaction, he will ask the owner of the property to elect whether to accept benefit and or to descend from it. If you will accept the benefit, okay, then the property will go to the intended transferee. But you will descend, then the property will not go, and the benefit will come back to the transferor. But there are some exceptions. In two cases, the disappointed transferee will be compensated. What it says? Again, where a person professes to transfer property which he has no right to transfer. Ownership is not there. A person professes to transfer property on which he has no right to transfer, and as part of that transaction, and as the part of the same transaction, confers any benefit to whom? On the owner of the property. Who is the owner of the property? Such owner must elect, the owner of such property must elect to confirm such transfer or to descend from it. This is election. What election? The owner will elect whether to accept that transfer, which has been the property of which he is the owner, which has been proposed to be transferred by another person, and thereby giving some benefit to him as a part of this said transaction. And it must elect either to confirm. And in the latter case means if he confirms, he shall relinquish if he descends. And in the latter case means the descent, either to confirm or descent. And in the latter case means in case of his descents, he shall relinquish the benefit so conferred, and the benefit so relinquished shall refer to the transferor. Then if he descent, the benefit which has been given to him, that will revert to the transfer, that will go to the transferor. Or is repented, as if it had not been disposed of, as if that benefit had not been disposed of. In that subject, nevertheless, two cases wherein a transfer is a gratuitous transfer. Gratuitous transfer means without any consideration. Gratuitous transfer, like a gift. And the transferor has before the election died, before the election of the owner of the property he died, or otherwise becomes incapable of making fresh transfer. Otherwise becomes incapable of making fresh transfer means suppose the transferor becomes insane, suffered from insanity, so incapable of making the transfer. And in all cases where the transfer is for consideration, and in every case where the transfer is for consideration, to the charge or making good to the disappointed transferee. So in such case, the disappointed transferee will be compensated. To what extent? The amount or value of the property attempted to be transferred to him. The amount or value of the property which has been attempted to be transferred to him. Now, at the cost of repetition, I say that what is election? Election means who will make the election? The owner of the property will elect. What type of election? Whether to accept the benefit which has been given to him by a person who professes to transfer his property, and in that transaction has given some benefit to him. What? If he accepts, okay. But section 35 says, if he descends, that the owner does not accept the transfer. So in such case, the benefit which has been given to him, that will come back, that will revert to the transferor or his representatives. Except except in two cases, that is, when the proposed transfer is a gift or was a gratuitous transfer, and the person who transfers died before the making of election by the owner. And in all cases of transfer for consideration, the disappointed transferee, that means the transferee who will not get the property, then you will be compensated. He will be compensated the amount or value of the property which has been proposed to be transferred to him. The illustration will make you clear. The farm of Sultanpur is the property of C. So C is the owner of a property, and that the value of that property is 800. A by an instrument, A is not the owner of that property. So C is the owner of that property, and that Sultanpur farm valued as 800. A by an instrument of gift professes to transfer it to B. A by a gift deed propose for transfer of that property to B, giving by the same instrument Rs 1000 to C. A benefit of 1000 was given to C, though the value of that property was 800. A benefit of 1000 was given. So C, if C elects to retain the farm, he forfeits the gift of Rs 1000. Suppose if she says, no, I do not want to accept, I want to retain the farm. So in such case, he forfeits the getting of this benefit of Rs 1000. In the same case, suppose in that case, if dies before the election, suppose A died because the property had been professed to be transferred through a gift. If the transferor dies before the election of C, what? Then his representative must out of that 1000. Then the person, transferor who died, he is repented. Out of the benefit of 1000 which had been given in that transfer to C, they will make compensate Rs 800 to B because the value of Sultanpur farm. This is election. Election means to elect, either to accept a transfer or to dissent from it. In which case, who will elect? The owner of a property is under obligation to elect as per the provisions of section 35. In which case, that means if a person proposes to transfer the property of another, and a part of the same transaction has conferred any benefit to that person, then that person is required to elect either to accept it or dissent from it. This is election. If he accepts, okay, then he will part with the property and he will get the benefit. If he dissents from it, then he will not get the benefit. The benefit which has been conferred to him, that will come back to the transferor. But if the transfer was a gift and prior to election of the owner, the transferor dies, or if in all cases of transfer per consideration, that means for price, etc., consideration, then the transferor, then from the disappointed transferee, that be transferee who was disappointed. Why? Because the owner did not elect to accept. So thereby he was disappointed. He did not get the property. So the disappointed transferee will be compensated. What type of compensation? He will be compensated not the benefit which had been given to the owner, but the value of the property which had been intended to be transferred to him. This is in nutshell the principle of election. So here, this section clarifies the rule in the first paragraph, that means rule in section 35 regarding election, applies whether the transferor does or does not believe that which a professor transferred to his own. Even a person, whether that exception, if he does not believe that the property belongs to him or not, or believes also that he has right, this section is also applicable. A person taking no benefit directly under a transaction but deriving a benefit under it indirectly need not elect. That means if the owner of the property has not directly taken the benefit, but he has indirectly taken the benefit, then he will not elect. That means it must be held that he has accepted the transfer indirectly. Suppose a particular property of A was transferred by B and giving a benefit to A. A did not take the money, but indirectly his son, etc., or through any other person, any of his family members, indirectly they took it. That direct is not there. Or any benefit which has been given, he took it indirectly, not directly. In such case, it will be deemed that he has elected, he need not elect. That means he has accepted. So here, another example is there. Suppose a property is transferred to B, giving as a property of one person is transferred to B, giving a coal mine as a benefit to that owner as a part of the same transaction. If that person lifted coal from that mine, that also amounts to election. That means he has accepted. A person who in his one capacity takes a benefit under the transaction may in another dissent therefrom. Suppose a person in a capacity, his own personal capacity, he transfers as a trustee, he may dissent from it. Or as a trustee, he transfers in his personal capacity, he may dissent from it. There is exception to the last preceding 4 rules. What are the last preceding rules? A particular benefit is expressed to be conferred on the owner of the property, which the transferor or professed to transfer, and such benefit is expressed to be in lieu of that property. If such owner claims the property, he must relinquish the particular benefit. What it says? Where a particular benefit is expressed to be conferred on the owner of the property. A particular benefit is conferred in respect as a benefit in respect of the property which has been transferred. If such owner claims the property, if he claims that property, he must relinquish the particular benefit. But he is not bound to relinquish any other benefit conferred upon him by the same transaction. What he says? X transfers the property of Y to L, giving a benefit to Y as a part of this transaction. He has also transferred another piece of land in favor of Y. So Y dissented the first transfer. So as because he dissented the first transfer, in such case, he will relinquish the benefit. If any other property has been transferred in that document or in that transaction to him, then he will get that benefit, get that property. What it says? Where a particular benefit is expressed to be conferred on the owner of a property, which the transferor professes to transfer, and such benefit is expressed to be in lieu of that property. In lieu of that property, that benefit is given. If such owner claims that property, he must relinquish the particular benefit. He will relinquish the particular benefit. But he is not bound to relinquish any other benefit conferred upon him by the same transaction. If any other benefit has been given in that transaction, apart from the previous benefit, then he will get that benefit. Acceptance of the benefit by person on whom it is conferred constitute an election by him to confirm the transfer, if his hour of his due to elect, and of those circumstances which would influence the judgment of a reasonable man in making an election, or if he waives inquiry into the circumstances. Suppose the benefit is accepted. Acceptance of the benefit by the person on whom it is conferred. That means the owner of the property to whom a benefit is conferred, he simply accepts it. And he will say that I was not aware that there was a condition in it, I have to elect. But if his hour of his due to it elect, and of those circumstances which would influence the judgment of a reasonable man in making an election, or if he waives inquiry into the circumstances. So here this paragraph says, whenever the benefit is accepted, it is deemed that he has elected to confirm the transfer. So what it says? Acceptance by the benefit of person whom it is conferred constitute an election by him to confirm the transfer. When that person accepts the benefit conferred on him, that amounts the acceptance of the transfer. In which case, if his hour of his due to elect, if was hour of the due to elect, or due to elect, or he waives to make inquiry in the circumstances, or and of those circumstances which would influence the judgment of a reasonable man in making. He was aware of the fact that he had a due to elect, which would influence the judgment of a reasonable man in making an election, or if he waives inquiry into the circumstances. Now, this is clarified that acceptance of the benefit by the person to whom it is given, that amounts to the confirmation of transfer, in which case, when he was aware of his due to elect and the circumstances which would influence the judgment of a reasonable man in making an election, or if he waives inquiry into the circumstances. It doesn't make any inquiry regarding the circumstance, but he accepts it. Such knowledge or waiver, what such knowledge? He was aware of his due to elect, or waives the making of inquiry. So this provision says such knowledge or waiver shall, in the absence of evidence to the contrary, such that he had a knowledge to make an inquiry, or he had waived the inquiry in the circumstance, be presumed if the person on whom the benefit has been conferred has enjoyed it for 2 years without doing any act to express dissent. If the benefit, he has enjoyed that benefit for 2 years, from that it will be presumed that he had knowledge to make an election, or he had waived the inquiry in the circumstances for making election. Such knowledge or waiver may be inferred from any act of his which renders it impossible to place the person interested in the property professed to be transferred in the same condition as if such act had not been done. So what it says? Such knowledge or waiver may be inferred. When? That means if the act of the owner makes it impossible to place the person interested in the property professed to be transferred in the same condition. The illustration has given A transfers to B an estate to which C is entitled. A transferred to B the property of C, and as part of the same transaction gives C a coal mine. A coal mine was given to C. C takes possession of the mines and exhausts it. He has thereby confirmed the transfer of the estate of B, to B. Why? Because by exhausting the coal mine, that it will not be possible to put that coal mine in the same condition if he dissents. So what it says, such knowledge or waiver may be inferred from any act of his which renders it impossible to place the person interested in the property, professed to be transferred in the same condition as if such act had not been done. Illustration will make you clear. Then another condition is that if within 1 year after the date of the transfer, you should remember, this is another condition. If within 1 year from the date of the transfer, the transferor signify, then the person does not elect. If he does not within 1 year after the date of transfer signify to the transferor or his repented his intention to confirm or dissent from the transfer. If the owner of the property does not inform the person who has professed to transfer or his representative within a period of 1 year from the date of the transfer, then the transferor or his representative may, on the expiration of that period, after expiration of that period, require him to make his election. So, if a question comes, when the transferor or his representative will ask the owner of the property to elect. as per the provisions of section 35. What it speaks? That if within a period of 1 year, the owner does not signify his intention to elect, either to confirm the transfer or to dissent from it. In such case, on expiry of that period, what the transferor or repayee then will require him to make his election and by giving a notice. And if he does not comply with such requisition within a reasonable time after he has received it, if after getting the receiving of the notice, he does not signify, does not comply that notice, it shall be deemed to have elected to confirm the transfer. It shall be deemed that he has confirmed the transfer. So here, this is a very important provision. You should remember that first, if a person has been given some benefit, whose property has been professed to be transferred, then if he remains silent to inform the person who has transferred that property, either to accept the transfer or dissent from it, then that transferor or the representative may give notice to that person. Then require him to make election, and if he does not comply, that notice does not inform the transferor or his representative either to accept the transfer or to dissent from it, within a reasonable time, he shall be deemed to have been elected to confirm the transfer. In case of disability, the election shall be postponed until the disability ceases or until the election is made by some competent authority. What is disability? Disability means, suppose the owner is now insane. When on the date of transfer, the owner became insane. So till he is cured from insanity, that the election will be postponed, or until the election is made by some competent, any other competent authority, if he makes, until it is made by, any person representing him, he elects, okay. So now this is section 35. What section 35 deals about the doctrine of election. You should try to understand what doctrine of election says. That means if a question comes, can a person transfer the property of another? Is there any provision in the Transfer Property Act? Can a person transfer the property of which he is not the owner? Yes, that is as per the provisions of section 35. What it says? No transfer professes to transfer. He will simply give a proposal, attempt to transfer. What it says? If a person who is not the owner of a property professes to transfer the property of another, and as a part of the same transaction confers any benefit to the owner of that property, then the owner of the property must elect whether he accepts the transfer or dissent from it. Or he accepts. If he accepts, okay. If he dissents, then what will happen? Then the benefit which has been given to that owner of the property will come back to whom? To the person who has proposed, who are professed to transfer that property. If that transfer was a gift, and prior to this election by the owner of the property to accept the transfer or to dissent from him, the transferor dies. Or in all cases of transfer for consideration, then the disappointed transferee, when? That means he dissented, so that the transferee will not get the property. Thereby he was disappointed. The disappointed transferee will be compensated. To what extent? To the value of the property which has been proposed to be transferred to him. This is in nutshell. So, this rule is also applicable whether the person who professes to transfer that property actually knows that he is not the owner or not. Second, a person who doesn't take any benefit conferred in that transfer directly, if he takes that benefit indirectly, then it will be deemed that he has elected. Then a person is in his one capacity, he may make professions to transfer that property. In another capacity, he may dissent from it. That is like a trustee or a guardian of somebody. That can be done. There are some exceptions to that. What are that exceptions? That if in the part of that transaction any other property has been transferred, then that will be not affected if the owner dissents to elect, dissent or does not confirm the transfer. Then acceptance of benefit by the person whom it is conferred constitute election. When he was aware of the fact to elect, or he waived the inquiry of the circumstances in which such a benefit is given to him. Suppose, similarly, such knowledge or waiver shall, in the absence of evidence to the contrary, be presumed if the person on whom that benefit has been given, he exhausted that benefit, he enjoyed that benefit, and in case he dissents, and if you dissent, then the property will be no more available, or will not be restored to the same position in which that benefit had been given. Then further provision is that if that person, the owner, does not elect within a period of 1 year, and in such case, the transferor or the representative will give him a notice asking him to elect. If within a reasonable time that person does not inform his election either to accept or dissent, then it will be deemed that he has elected. Then if the owner of the property has suffered from any disability, then the election will be postponed till the disability ends. So probably will be clear, and you go through the provision of section 35, which is very important provision. In most of the time you get a question or for a long question on this section. Yes, thank you everybody.